role of the real estate attorney is really extensive. Before a contract is signed, the real estate attorney has to actually negotiate the purchase and sale agreement, and they have to conduct due diligence on the property. After a contract is signed, the attorney is responsible for making sure that the buyer actually meets all of their deadlines. So they have to make sure that they apply for the mortgage commitment letter in a timely fashion, that they also make an application for the board approval process with the condo or co-op. After the commitment letter comes in and the loan is approved and the buyer receives board approval from the co-op or condo, then they have to make sure that the closing occurs in a timely fashion. So at that point, the attorney coordinates a closing with the seller, the co-op or condo, the bank attorney, and the client themselves. That includes also clearing issues with the co-op or condo and on the unit, so title encumbrances or defects, and then also making sure that the bank has clearance to close for the final closing table. At that point, if there's any questions, then the attorney answers all of them for the client, and they make sure that the client is fully prepared to be present at a closing table. In New York, home buyers are actually required to retain the services of a real estate attorney, and this is because due diligence has to be conducted, and if there is no attorney, no due diligence can be conducted. Most of the time, the real estate attorney is a referral from the agent or from a friend who has previously engaged in a real estate transaction. Usually, the broker might send a list of 1 to 3 people, and then the buyer goes through the list, calls them or emails the attorneys, and decides which one is the best fit. For a home buyer to save on legal fees, it's really important for them to have an upfront conversation with the attorney, make sure that they know what's in the retainer. So to take a quick look at the retainer to ask if there's additional fees, if a deal dies, that'd be good to know. They probably want to ask the attorney if there's additional fees charged for additional powers of attorney or other agreements. And then that way they can know what situations they might put themselves in to incur additional costs and to avoid those situations.